Some crews on highways can work overnight, but crews working in residential areas like this can't because of a noise ordinance. The rally is just wrapping up here at Riverfront Park. It's a sea of red here. Officials tell me 2 people were found dead at the scene of this fire. This came to an end near State Line just after 4:30 when the suspect was found hiding under a semi-truck. Somehow misjudged the distance and pulled out right in front of it, and that's when the SUV hit the driver's side of the bus here. Staff are really excited about the brand new security system. This is just an example of how hot it is up here. Take a look at this. It's about 117, 18 degrees.
I just wanted to, I wanted to show people how I used to do the Running Man up.
I am inside a 2nd grade classroom. They're singing because this is how they start their day every day. Da-na-na-na, go Ducks, go! Da-na-na-na, fight Ducks, fight!
Going on forward on live TV like this, impressive.
She's getting Jenica.
All right, she's giving herself some space.
Yeah,
Spoke with a few people who are just waiting this out, and also a few people who still, as of right now, don't know whether their homes are okay or not. But many people I spoke with said that Chelan was actually their escape when the fire came roaring over the hills last night.
And then we saw the fire come over the top of the hill right by our house.
Neighbors living in Pateros recall the fire rapidly spreading last night.
They never told us it was a level 3 evacuation. We were never told. There was no announcements. My neighbors didn't know. I had to tell my neighbors to get out.
These 2 tell me they barely had time to get out.
It was crazy trying to get out of Pateros. A car almost hit me.
Bailey Johnson and her brother, like many others, evacuated 18 miles away to Chelan. It's where they're spending the day trying to forget.
We might go swimming or something, just try to go have fun, get it off our minds.
None of my possessions do I recognize in my house. There's one cookie jar, that's all. The hot tub's melted, the golf cart, everything's melted down to nothing. It was a raging inferno. Burned on all sides.
But it's all too real for Patricia Caddy, who stopped at Apple Cup Cafe to take a break from reality.
It's like a nightmare I'm going to wake up from. I can't imagine all of my lifelong possessions are just suddenly gone. Everything's gone.
Her husband woke up to their home on fire near Alta Lake. She says her and many of her neighbors' homes are gone.
Everything's in ashes. My house is just a pile of ashes.
Restaurant employees tell me they've been swamped with evacuees all day, trying to pass time. Staff say many of them lost their homes. About 90 people stayed at the Red Cross shelter at Chelan High School. It's where Vicky Ramirez and her family are still waiting to hear about their homes.
Here, trying to be safe away from the fire.
For now, other families are spread around town, hoping they will have a home to go back to. Many people I spoke with were also staying in hotels, but they told me that it's so packed that one family actually could only stay for one night, Jane. Peggy Parker reached out to me because she wanted to meet Juliana Smith. So I tracked her down, arranged for them to meet so she could tell her what she started.
Excuse me.
There was a blanket and there's a purse and she was laying on her purse.
I saw an interview by a little girl who's 9 years old. Very top thing on her Christmas list was to feed a homeless person Christmas dinner.
No act of kindness.
Meat, mashed potatoes, and cranberries.
Is too small.
It made me worry because he shouldn't be down there feeling like trash.
That was so gut-wrenching to me. And then just her call to action. And it was such an innocent and loving gesture that I really did think, if she's 9 years old and she can think of that, I can surely do something. Then I got inspired to cancel a little Christmas party and take the money and buy fleece and make 30 hats to bring down by New Year's Day.
Since Peggy Parker saw Juliana's story, she glued herself to the sewing machine. Each week, she left hats on the running statues at Riverfront Park for anyone who needed it.
Some of it I bought and some was donated.
But she never stopped.
They were gone before you could turn around.
30 hats turned into 225.
That was my goal, is to make them extra warm.
She made most of these herself, but donations across the country helped pay for fabric. And it all started with a 9-year-old girl.
Her inspiration has inspired so many people now. Hi, sweetheart. It's so nice to meet you.
You want to give her a hug?
Oh. You know, you are the most inspirational little girl I know. I wanted to give you a hat so that you could remember that how compassionate your heart is.
It just surprised me that she did something because of me.
She had no idea her Christmas dinner would create such a chain reaction. A simple act, encouraging others to give.
That every time she looks at that hat, she'll remember no act of compassion is too small. Well, Juliana is not done giving. In fact, she plans on going even bigger next year by donating all of her toys to a children's shelter. Meanwhile, Peggy's goal is to donate at least 10,000 hats by the end of this year. If you want to get involved, we'll make sure to post a link on our website, krem.com. Reporting live this morning, I'm Jenica Villamor, KREM 2 News.